to another video on Attractions with Ash. Today I'm here at the thrill capital of the UK, Thorpe Park, where it's time for Fright Nights 2025. I'm here at Thorpe Park. It's good to be back. It's really good to be back here, especially for Fright Nights as well, which means, of course, not only mazes but night rides as well. So I can't wait to get on, hopefully Hyperia at night. But first, walking towards, I think I'm going to go for Nemesis Inferno first. Hopefully that's open. We'll see. Well, I'm really excited. Just had my first ride of the evening here at Fright Nights, Nemesis Inferno. Got the first train of the night as well, so that's, I suppose that's something to cling on to as well. It was a really good ride, really intense, and yeah, it's obviously the age-old question really, which is more intense, Nemesis or Nemesis Inferno, but well, I'd say Nemesis Inferno is giving Nemesis a good run for its money there. It was a really intense ride, and in fact, there it goes again as it's really starting to get dark now, which is great really. It's great as you get towards the end of the year, you don't have to wait long for it to get dark. And there it goes. Not long to go now until my first scare maze of the evening in about 15 minutes time, Deadbeat. Oh, can't wait. So I've just come out of my first maze, Deadbeat, and that was a lot better than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting to be got the amount of times I was got in there. I was really impressed with it actually. You know, I kind of had this preconception when I walked up to it, and I kind of heard like, you know, like the dance drum bass music. I thought, you know, is this kind of going to be, you know, one of the weaker ones? But no, it was actually, once you got in there, it was, wow, it got me quite a few times, like I say. And yeah, it's definitely a good way to start my night here at Fright Nights, to be honest. Literally straight in, booked a time slot, yeah, and didn't have to queue up much at all, to be honest. It was yeah, it was pretty straightforward, pretty much in and out, and yeah, I had someone else in there with me go through. Luckily I did, because I did get lost quite a few times. It was quite a hard maze to navigate, to be honest, but luckily I managed to escape unscathed. Wow, survival games, I have absolutely no words whatsoever. I mean, I remember that pretty decent the last time that I did it last year, but wow, I mean, that took it to another level. The actors in there were absolutely incredible, and just made the whole experience just that extra bit terrifying. It was, I can't really put it into words, really. It was such a brilliant experience, and yeah, definitely one that I won't be forgetting I have to give a lot of credit though to the people in there that I was with. Definitely helped me get through the maze. You know, I was the ringleader, so you know, I gave them a bit of team spirit. They gave me a bit of team spirit back, and we, well, luckily we got through the maze and we got through the chainsaw guy, which I think is all that matters. But I think I need a second just to take a breather, to be honest. Just here by the swarm. That was absolutely insane. I mean, just well done. Yeah, well done. To everyone in there who made the experience just that extra bit, you know, terrifying, and really gave it their all. So there's the swarm. But yeah, props off to you. It was a great experience there in survival games. Halfway down so far, 2 down, 2 to go. Let's see if trailers can continue the good momentum here at Fright Nights. So I've just come out of trailers, my third maze tonight, and I have to say, while it is good, it definitely wasn't as good as the first two. Definitely not as good as survival games. I think you'll have to go a long way to beat that for me, really, tonight, in terms of that experience. But I feel like it was a decent maze. I liked some of the theming elements in there. Some of the like the clowns they had on display and whatever. I felt like it was good, and you know, yeah, again, the actors did quite a good job. The layout of the maze was a bit peculiar, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we went in, and then, you know, halfway through the maze we kind of like loop back on ourselves to like the screening area where we started, and then we went somewhere else. It was a bit peculiar, to be honest, but it was decent. I'd give it, I think I'll give survival games probably a solid 9, Deadbeat a 7, and I think we'll go with a 7 for this one as well. A 7 for this one. Let's be fair. But I think I'll kind of take my time now. It's nearly, what is it, nearly 8 o'clock now, it's 10 to 8. So I've got about an hour left. I think I've just taken the atmosphere now for a little bit.
Stop! Put him up! Bring my blood! Ladies and gentlemen, to those among you who are easily frightened, we suggest you turn away now. To those of you who think they can take it, we say, welcome to the madhouse.
Well, I've just been in my 4th and final maze of the night, Stitches, which was my number 1 from last year, and as I say, it's running survival games pretty close to this year as well. Yeah, just anything. I think my main fear, I've discovered my main fear in there, which is just anything in the dark where I can't see where I'm going, where I'm not moving. If trailers was a bit like, a bit under par, that definitely shot my adrenaline right back through the roof. Well, it's time now for the final ride of the evening, and there can only be one. have no words. Quite literally though, because you know, Hyperia is broken down, but also my ride on Hyperia that I've just had on the back row, which was absolutely incredible. Best ride easily that I've had on it. Oh, has it really? No, it's still broken. Yeah, a great ride, and I think it's even better at night, to be honest, Hyperia. Of course, when it is working, of course. But that was a great cap off to a wonderful night here at Fright Nights 2025. The park looks absolutely amazing. I've had a brilliant night, and I think I'm absolutely exhausted and just about ready for bed, but I can't wait to do it all again tomorrow, because it doesn't end there, because I am staying here tonight at Thorpe Park. I thought, after staying at Alton Towers a couple of months ago, I got the itch to try out more theme park accommodation, and I thought, well, I saw this offer for Fright Nights, which tonight is a buyout for uni days, which I'm a part of, because obviously I'm a uni student, and I thought, you know, why not come along, get some mazes in, and also stay the night as well. That's what I'm about to do now, after capping off a wonderful night here at Thorpe Park Fright Nights, and well, hopefully these guys on the ride have a nice end to their night as well. But well, I'm not quite sure when they're going to be finishing their ride. Well, here I am in my very own Thorpe Park cabin. I really like the ambient lighting that we have here, all around here. Oh, nice blue lighting. I'm sure it'll be very useful for me getting to sleep tonight. I've also whacked up the temperature as well, because I definitely am going to be needing my sleep tonight. But here's a quick tour of the room. We've got a nice double bed here, which I've just kind of messed up because I'm about to obviously get in it for some rest. And we've got a bunk bed just here. Ooh, I can really feel the heat now. There you are, there's the bunk bed. Coat not included, of course. There you are, and here's the bathroom as well. And initially, when I walked in here in the bathroom, I was like, okay, well we've got the toilet, we've got the sink, but there's a shower, you know. And turns out, yeah, it's just like a pretty much, quite literally, a walk-in shower. You literally step right into it. Oh, yeah, nearly tripped up on that there. That could have been fatal. Got a shower gel, which I'm very happy about, because of course, well, I didn't bring mine thinking that there would be some here, and there are, so that's great. And there is all of the other stuff. We've got loads of towels there, which is awesome. Can't quite remember how much there were in the Enchanted Lodge. I think there were quite a few. And this is just a quick plan of the room, really. You got your tea making facilities. I made myself a cup of tea just as well. It was very, very nice. And you got a very big mirror there as well. Hopefully the bed is nice as well. I'm about to test that with a good few hours sleep. And I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. You join me again from my Thorpe Park cabin. And I have to say, it was a very pleasant night's sleep, to be honest. I was a bit worried, to be honest. Because the noise outside, you can definitely hear, you know, the planes coming over, and there's some people like clattering around outside. But was quite sound, you know. It was quite a nice night, to be honest, and the noises outside didn't really affect me that much, so I guess that's a good thing, I suppose. I don't really have many complaints, to be honest. It's just a very nice room, does the job. I just needed it for one night, and yeah, did the job very well, really. What I am, though, at the moment, is very peckish. I am certainly ready for some food, and breakfast has just begun, so I'm going to be heading down to the Vibes Bar and Kitchen in the Dome to have a bit of grub to fill myself up for the morning. A lovely and peaceful morning here by the lake here at Thorpe Park. So I've just stocked up on some much needed breakfast at the Vibes Bar and Kitchen. I have to say the service was pretty decent, you know, for like a breakfast buffet, you know, where it's all self-service. You know, the staff did their job. They were nice and friendly, and I definitely made sure I stocked up for the day. I got 3 rounds in, which I think is the most I've ever got really at a breakfast buffet. But I probably went ham on it on you know, on the full English and the cereal and like the American pancakes as well. So I've got a lot of sugar running through me at the moment, but I'm sure that'll do me good as the day goes on. But well, to start my second day here at Thorpe Park now. Not going to spend the whole day here today, but probably a few hours getting another couple of rides in, maybe on, well, hopefully on Hyperia as well, and just seeing how the day goes really. But yeah, definitely feeling very perked up after that breakfast there. Just had my ride there saw the ride, waited in a single rider queue, probably about 5-10 minutes, absolutely sped through, probably what I should have done earlier on Hyperia, to be honest, but then it wasted about half an hour for that. But yeah, it was probably my best ride on Saw, and your best ride on Saw is probably it's probably actually not your best ride, because it was still yeah, it was still quite a head basher, but it was bearable. I would say it was quite bearable on that ride that I had there, considering it was on the back row as well, where I fully expected to be violently shaken. I felt like it was alright. I felt like it was not too bad that time around. And for the time I waited, you know, can't really complain, I suppose. But yeah, been on 2 rides so far. Been on Hyperia first, and then obviously just on Saw the ride. And I felt that game on Saw that Jigsaw played, I felt like I matched him quite well, to be honest. Well, that's just about it here from my adventure to Thorpe Park to experience Fright Nights for this year. It was certainly not one to forget. It was absolutely awesome last night, and I'm still recovering, to be honest, from the day as a whole, really, because you know, going around London and earlier in the day just proper put me dead on my feet after going through all of those mazes as well. But it was absolutely incredible. I'm just standing outside the entrance right now, just about to make my way back to the station now, to make my way back home. I think I need a big rest when when I get back to my room, and I'm very much looking forward to starting my way back right now. But the Halloween adventure does not end here on Attractions Without. There's definitely more to come over the next couple of weeks. Next up should be going back to Alton Towers. Can't wait for that, to experience rides in the dark as well. But without further ado, I'll leave you here at Thorpe Park. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.